Hi, Darren here from Bet72.com. Just making a quick video here just in answer to a couple of very similar questions that we've actually had in to our support desk info, Bet72.com. And really it concerns the amount of money that you need in your betting exchange account in order to cover particular offers. Now this is particularly prevalent now. We're getting towards the sharp end of the World Cup. We've obviously got two games today, Uruguay, France, and Brazil against Belgium, and obviously two tomorrow, which I'm not trying not to think about too much, or certainly one of them anyway, but more about that later. But yeah, with the big games obviously that have come around, and we've seen it already in the World Cup, then we're getting multiple offers from bookmakers. Now naturally people will look at that and will be thinking, well, in order to be able to jump on board, you know, it's several of the different offers, I'm going to need that much extra money within my betting exchange account. But it's not always the case, and particularly if you can combine your selections or make your selections in the same market, you will not actually need as much as you think in your betting exchange account, because you will be what's called combining liabilities or offsetting bets against other bets. And I'll just do a quick demonstration here to show you exactly what I mean. So we've got the Uruguay-France game loaded up here. I mean, again, this is not any particular recommendation or any particular tip, but a lot of the offers which we've actually seen will centre around refunds, and there'll be refunds if you have a losing bet, or if a particular player scores or a particular team wins or loses. And often they are limited to the correct score market, half-time, full-time market, anytime scorer, first goal scorer, those sorts of markets. Now, of all of those markets, the most liquid one, where you're going to get the most money in to be able to get your bets matched, is obviously going to be the correct score market. In those two, I mean, the big two markets are obviously over and under 2.5 goals and match odds, but very often they're excluded from these particular types of offers. So we are obviously having to bet at higher prices, so naturally that's going to mean more money we will need in order to offset those bets. So people naturally think, well, I'm only going to be able to do one or two of those because perhaps I'm slightly limited as to what I've actually got in my bank. But if we actually just take an example here, and again, I'm not going to focus on any particular offers, we've got the full offer list. If you look on the link below this video, the current ones, and any more that we find today we'll be adding on to that list, but plenty to get stuck into as always. And if we say take a position, say on 0-0, so we've backed 0-0 with a bookmaker, for example, it's a £10 offer, so we've backed them with £10 with a bookmaker, say it's 11 to 2, 6.5, and we'll come into here, and if we were looking to lay off, say £9 of that, because we're going to sort of equalise the wagering out across the two selections. And so if we put in £9, then you can see here immediately that gives us £9 green, or £9 on any other scoreline other than 0-0. If it is 0-0, then that will be 55.80. So that's our largest single liability. So what that means is we have to have that amount of money in our betting exchange account in order to cover that particular bet. So naturally you're going to be thinking, well, I want to get on another particular offer. There's another bookmaker who's offering one. They've got particularly favourable odds, say around the 1-1 scoreline. I managed to get on at 7, for example. I want to lay that, but I've already got £55.80 here. I've only got £100 in my bank. So, you know, I can't really get on that with another £9 because straight away that's going to put me over you know, over £110. I've only got 100 in my bank. But what will happen is if we actually then select the 1-1 scoreline, we've already backed that at the bookmaker, and we put our £9 on that, then you'll see that obviously £18 on all the other scores, because again that doesn't change because it's a two lay bets which are going to be worth £18 if they both come in. But if you look at the two particular lays that we've actually made, then these have actually reduced in figure. We've got this single individual liabilities there, but when they're combined together, you can see that the £9 from the 1-1 will get added or taken away from the liability of 0-0, and vice versa as well. So now we've gone from a situation of having 55.80 on the 0-0 as our biggest single liability, as to now it's 46.80 because we've offset £9 from that, and vice versa. So actually now we would only need to get these two lays on, we would only need a maximum of £50.40 in our betting exchange account in order to cover that. And if there was another offer that that came along, then we may well do that. And we'll see again, almost the more selections we're making, then naturally our requirement in the betting exchange is obviously coming down, because each time only one of these scores can actually come in. You know, there's never a situation where the game can finish with two score lines, despite VAR and the referees. But it's no, it's a perfect situation for getting on multiple offers if you can get good enough matches within the same particular markets. And you can see here that, you know, as we go through and we're doing each of these individual offers, then, you know, the only thing that's going to increase it are when the odds actually increase. So you can see here, if we got on the 0-2 scoreline, and that's gone up to 58.50. The original single liability would be 85.50, and that's purely because it's obviously larger odds. So the amount you need in your betting exchange account is always going to be the size of the biggest single liability, despite how many other selections or how many other bets you've actually got in the market. So it's important to remember. So again, if you've got a day like today, lots of different offers going on. Going to see even more tomorrow with the England game. You know, again, that's the beauty of England progressing in the tournament as well, not just for being a mad England fan, but also the number of offers which will get wheeled out. We've already seen a few already, but again, the ability to be able to combine your liabilities, and also remember as well, if we're on sort of 4 or 5 different offers here, again, only one of those is going to hit. One of those outcomes is going to hit. So we've only got a single point of commission as well. So if you are doing this on Betfair, BetDAC or Matchbook perhaps, where you will be paying commission, then you can actually reduce the amount of commission that you're paying, because again, it's only going to be on the single individual outcome. So again, you're just combining the liabilities from there. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that. I'll be back a bit later with another video, and we're doing some more roundup videos as well, the World Cup. But yeah, I hope that gives you the opportunity to jump on board lots of the different offers that are out there. And yeah, as I say, there's a link in the video below to get on board the latest ones, and have a profitable day. Cheers.